Pochettino and his likely lads still got a lot of work to do over in Ligue as they remain in third place. But what's going to happen this week? We'll take a look at the latest round of picks and, of course, yours next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show. Today we're taking a look back at number 25 out in League. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're doing, and smash the subscribe. Keep you bang up today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, League related, and world football related. We're all here under one Ruski. That's right, Pochettino's boys keep on winning, but so do the top two. So what can he do to get into that? And of course, that rises. If the season was to end today, they would not be in the Champions League unless they go on and win the bloody thing. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the Patreons. You know who you are, the VIP band of brothers and sisters and all that kind of stuff. Support the channel behind the scenes. What they did, they went to this link here and they put their faith behind this crazy bastard right here. But anyway, let's get deep in. Of course, take a look at how you got on, how I got on last time around, and then we'll kick it on further to the next round of matches. So here we go. So all the way back on Saturday, of course, it was Lorient taking on Stade Reims. Of course, it was a 1-0 win for Lorient. Laurent Ashberger on the score sheet, giving Lorient the win. Big win for them as well. Kicking themselves out the old relegation zone as it stands. Of course, meanwhile, Lyon against Strasbourg was a big goal, big win. Oh, sorry, well, there it is. They actually went with the 1-0 win for Reims. So shame on me. Meanwhile, Lyon did beat Strasbourg 3-0 to pay on the score sheet with a couple of goals there. Carl Toko and Cambi as well. Adrian Thomason getting himself sent off for Strasbourg. Actually went with a 2-0 win. Not too shabby. Lens against Rennes was a 0-0 draw. Actually went with a 2-0 win for Rennes. Shame on me. Brest cheeky. They took on Bordeaux. 2-1 win for Brest. Steve Mooney on the score sheet for ex-Huddersfield man there. Romain Favre as well. Huang Ujo on the score sheet for Bordeaux as they lost. She went a 2-1 win for Bordeaux, and I got that one wrong. Meanwhile, Montpellier against Dijon Mustard was a 4-2 win. Getabe Laborde with a couple of goals there. Tijani Savienia and Peter Skulicic on the score sheet for Montpellier. Sinu Kalibali got himself a goal and a red card. Musa Konate also got himself a goal as well. But Dijon Mustard coming out top, coming out with nothing. Actually, with the 2-1 win, you double it, you get the pick. That's right. Nice took on Angers, and it was a nice result with a 3-0 win for Nice. Actually, with the 1-1 draw myself. Suleiman Duyambamba on the score sheet with a big for OG. Mizan Malay and Adrien Gouji on the score sheet for Nice, which was a nice result for them, and of course nice to get on the score sheet. Actually, remember the draw, shame on me. Nîmes against Monaco, though. 7-goal Bobby Dazzler going in favour of Monaco. 4-3 in the end. Alexander Golovin with a hat-trick. Kevin Volland as well. Lucas Dieu, Zinedine Verhart, and Nicholas Eliasson, ex-Bristol City man there on the score sheet for Nîmes, but ultimately they just fell short. 4-3, Monaco take the 3. Saint-Étienne against Metz ended up as a 1-0 win for Saint-Étienne. The real deal's on the left, my picks on the right, just to let you know. 2-1 was my pick for Metz, so I got that one wrong as well. It's not been a good week. John Boy on the score sheet with a big for OG, giving Saint-Étienne the 3 points. Nantes against Lille was a 3-0 win. Sorry, that was a 2-0 win, 3-0 for me. Lille keeping up the heat as well. Jonathan Day with a couple of goals to give him the 3 points. Actually with a 3-0 win. And wrap it up. Marseille did lose to PSG in the South, whatever it is, the fancy pass, Le Classique, or whatever they call it. Mbappe and Icardi on the score sheet of PSG. Dimitri Payet got himself sent off right at the death. 3-2 for me. And as you can see, I got myself 4-5-6, which is okay. Just have a quick look at the top goal scorers right now over in Ligue. Mbappe leads the charge with 16 goals. Depay's got 13. Vaughan's got 12. DF on Reims has got 12. Ikambi's also got 11 for Lyon. We've got Ben Yedder up there as well. Mosey Keane's already got himself 9. Kakuke has got himself 9 as well. And he's a bloody defender, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. Anyways, take a look at, of course, the table as it stands. Nîmes going down, I do believe. That's right. Dijon Mustard also joining them. Not too far away either. Lille will lead the charge though, of course, on top of the table. Of course, Lyon in second. PS Bloody G into third. Just 1 point adrift of second, but they are still 3 points adrift of Lille, who lead the command. Monaco not too far away either. Stade Rennes, there's a bit of a gap between the fourth and fifth though. But let's get into the next round of matches. In fact, let's take a look at yours before we get into it. Not 2 in the shitface gang, 3 to 6, just like me. You're in the straight face club, and 7+. You're in the top bins. So here we. What did I get? Did I get 6? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's take a look at your pickaroonies and Vincent Hong. You did top bins. Look at that, son. Look at that. Omer Esquil, well done to you as well. Fantastic. Of course, Shane O'Donnell, you did good as well. I'm giving you a round of applause just because Tom Stain also did very, very well. Supporting the brand, of course, patrons. That's what we're going to see. Ultra Overmure, absolutely Babby Dazzler as well. The D-Man also did fantastic. Hans Worst did good as well. Look at you guys showing off. James PCFC also did good. Olaji Ojo also did very, very well as well. Gaming Charlie did bits. Round of applause for you as well. Benjamin Faber, new to the scene, you did okay. Omaji Monday, you did all right. Costas K, you did okay. You did fantastic. This time around. Ivan String also did good. Okay, did better than okay. Well done to you, of course. And No for Neva also did very, very well. Dan and of course Shepard also did bits. He did absolutely fabulous as well. Russell Frost also did good. And John, you did tremendous as well. In fact, it was that good. It was that tight. We have about 10 kings today. We have 10 kings. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kings even. 11 bloody kings. Bloody hell, that's going to be a right old nightmare when it comes to dishing out the crowns. But anyway, of course, yeah, it's very tight between the kings and of course the non-kings. There's actually more kings than there is non-kings this past week. So respect to your kings, people. You can all say that you were a king at long last. So some of you guys have already been kings, I'm sure, multiple times as well. Let's take a look at the overall leaderboard. What's that done for the table? Have a little look-see then, shall we? Of course, Hans Worst leads the charge by 51%. He was a king this week. Imagine Monday had a bit of a nightmare. He's down into 12th. Look at that. Of course, the point difference does give Hans Worst a bit of a gap. Of course, Game Charlie also making up some ground on Imagine Monday as well. So that's what we want to see. Hans Worst sitting proud. Of course, respect to your overall king. I know there's multiple kings today, but really, look at Hans Worst. He got double crownage. But anyway, let's get into the next round of matches. Of course, kicking all off this Friday. It'll be PSG up against Nice, which will be very, very nice, of course. The Blues in the grand scheme of things, 72 times in the past, 31 wins for PSG, 21 wins for Nice, and 20 draws in the past. But the last 6 sees 5 for PSG, nothing for Nice, and 1 draw last time around in Paris. Was a draw back in 2019. It was a 1-1 draw. Neymar on the score sheet. Ignatius Ganango on the score sheet for Nice. That was back in the day when Matey Boys was in charge, Patrick Vieira. PSG have actually kept a clean sheet in the last 5 home matches, also scoring at least 3 goals in the last 4 as well at home. Of course, heading into this, just one defeat the past 5 games for PSG. That was against Lorient. Meanwhile, Nice have actually made it 2 wins in the past 4 games, so they may be on the turn themselves, get themselves back up towards the top end of the table. Of course, heading into this book is all 6-1 on for PSG, 14-1 is your long shots, that is Nice, 30-2 is your draw. Heading into this, Nice are actually in 13th, and win for them, they could actually go as high as 10th. PSG are in 3rd, and win for them, they could actually go to the box. Of course, I've gone with a win. You can just about see it with a 3-1 win for PSG to take it to the house. Next up, of course, Stade Reims up against Lens. Of course, they played each other in the past. 58 times, 28 wins for Reims. We have 17 wins for Lens and 13 draws. Of course, but the last 6, what do we have? The last 6, 3 for Reims, 1 for Lens, and 2 draws. Last round in Reims was in the French Cup back in 2019. It was 2-1 for Reims. Last time I played each other in the League, though, was back in 2018. It was in Ligue 2, of course, back in March. Pablo Cherivev on the score sheet, Remy Udain and Diego on the score sheet as well. Abdullah Zubir getting one to go for Lens. They also played each other back in November this season. It was an 8-goal thriller, 4-4 in the end. Reims undefeated in the last 6 home matches heading into this, but without a win in 2. In fact, just 1 win in the past. In fact, 2 wins in the past. In fact, 1 defeat in the past 4 games for Reims. Of course, that 1 defeat was against Lorient just the other day. On the flip side, just 1 defeat in the past 5 for Nice. Sorry, 1 defeat in the past 5 for Lens. That was against Nice. A 1-0 win for Nice back in the middle of Jan. Look at the bookies odds on this one. What do we have on the bookies odds? Reims coming at you 9-5 for the victory. 6-4 is your Lens. 11-5 is your draw. Of course, Reims are actually in 14th, and win for them, they could actually go as high as 12th. Whereas Lens coming into in 6th, and win for them, they could go 5th in the table. I don't know what you guys are going with because you're not live, and I'm not live. I've gone with the 1-0 for Reims to take it to the house. Next up, of course, we have Lyon coming at you in 2nd of the table up against Montpellier coming into this in 11th. Of course, they played each other in the past. 63 times, 28 wins for Lyon, 18 wins for Montpellier, and 17 draws. Over the last 6, these 2 wins apiece and 2 draws last time around. In Lyon was a 3-2 win for Lyon back in March 2019. Goal scorers of the day, Martin Terrier, Moussa Dembele, and Houssa Ouawa on the score sheet. Florian Moulet, Souleymane Kamara on the score sheet for Montpellier. They also played each other in Montpellier back in September. It was a 2-1 win for Montpellier this season. It was a really feisty game. Teji Savania with a couple of goals there. Hilton got himself sent off. Memphis Pai with a goal for Lyon, and Houssem Ouawa got himself sent off as well. Lyon have actually won 12 of the last 15 matches in Ligue 1. They're coming into this winning 4 on the spin. Just 1 with the past 5 for Montpellier. There was against Dijon Mustard just the other day. It was a 6-goal Bobby Dazzler. Of course, heading into this, though, the bookies odds on for Saturday, the 13th of Feb. It'll be 11-4 on for Lyon, 4-1 is draw, 30-2 is your Montpellier. Montpellier come into this in of course, 11th. A win for them, they could actually go as high as 7th. Lyon coming to in 2nd, and a win for them, they could go.
Tell them ups, oh yeah, tell them ups, depending on what goes on with Lyon.
Of course, yeah, I'm going with a win for Lyon on 2-0 win to take it to the house. Next, of course, we have Monaco coming at you at 4th. I'll play against Lorient, of course, coming at you in 17th. The last time out, in fact, overall, grand scheme of things, 25 wins for, or 25 matches, 14 wins for Monaco, 5 wins for Lorient, and 6 draws, of course. But the last 6 sees 5 for Monaco, 1 for Lorient, and no draws. Last time around in Monaco was, in fact, a 1-0 win for Monaco in the Spanish Cup, the French Cup. However, last time in the league was all the way back in 2017. In Monaco, it was a 4-0 win for Monaco in the day. Back in the day, Gabriel Bouchella with a couple of goals there. Valio Germain also with a couple of goals as they won 4-0. They also played each other this season in Lorient. It was a 5-2 win for Monaco, and that was back at the start of the calendar year 2021. 5-2 win for Monaco. Monaco actually won their last 7 matches in Ligue, scoring at least 2 goals in the last 8. Lorient failed to win the last 7 on the road. Coming into this, so 5 on the spin at the very least for Monaco. Lorient, though, unbeaten in the last 4, picking up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Look at the bookies odds on this one. What do we have at the bookies odds? Monaco coming at you on Sunday, 11-4 for the victory. What else do we have on this one? 11-4 for the victory. 50-4 is your draw. 30-2 is your Lorient, of course. A win for Lorient in 17th. They could go as high as 16th. Monaco coming to in 4th. And a win for them, they could go third in the table. I'll go with Monaco on this one with a 2-0 win to take it to the bank. Next, of course, Angers taking on, of course, Metz. Angers taking on Nantes. Bloody all over the place right now. Of course, played each other in the grand scheme of things 56 times, 12 wins for Angers, 30 wins for Nantes, and 14 draws. But the last 6 sees 4 for Angers, nothing for Nantes, and 2 draws. Last time around in Angers was a 2-0 win for Angers back in Ligue 1, of course, back in March 2020. Goal scorers on the day was Tom Bunchimon on score sheet, Romain Torres as well. They played each other in Nantes back in December. It was a draw, 1-1 in the end. Nantes failing to win the last 15 matches in the division. They're coming into this absolutely clueless, though. Without a win in I don't know when. Just 1 win in the past 5, though, for Angers. That was against Nîmes, a couple of games back. Look at the big odds. Angers will probably be your favourites at home. Of course, 23-20 for the victory. 2-1 is your draw. 30-5 is your Nantes. Nantes coming into this just above the drop zone. In fact, they're in that playoff spot. A win for them, though. They could go above 17th place Lorient. Meanwhile, Angers coming into this in 8th. And a win for them, they could go as high as 6th in the table. I like Nantes. I'm quite sad to see them down there where they are at the moment. I've gone with a 2-1 win, though, for Angers to take it to the house. Next, of course, we're Dijon Mustard. Taking on, of course, Nîmes, of course. Played each other 21 times in the past. 9 wins for Dijon. 17 wins for Nîmes. 5 draws. We've got the last 6. 3 for Dijon, 2 for Nîmes, 1 draw, of course. Heading into this, though, 4 defeats on the spin. In fact, let's turn the clock back here. They did play each other back in Nîmes. Back in Dijon, sorry. In the league back in 2019 it was a 0-0 draw. However, they did play each other in Nîmes back in December this season. It was a 3-1 win for Dijon. Heading into this, though, Dijon failing to score in 7 of the last 8 matches at home, and they're coming into this, though, Dijon. What have we got? 4 defeats on the spin for them. On the flip side, just 1 win the past 5 for Nîmes, and that was against Marseille. The rest of them have been defeats. So 2 teams in really rusty kind of form. Bookies odds 11-8 for Dijon. 90-10 is your Nîmes. 12-5 is your draw. Of course, Dijon coming into this in 19th. The win for them. They could close in on 18th. Nîmes are actually coming into this level on points with Dijon, also on 15 points. So again, they could also go closer to 18th in the end. So, of course, big win for this one. Smells like a draw, though. I think, what have I gone with? I've gone with the 1-0 win for Dijon to take it to the house. They've only won twice this season. It will be a big ass, but I've gone with it. Metz taking on Strasbourg. Let's get into this one there, shall we? Of course, played each other in the past 108 times. 47 wins for Metz, 27 wins for Strasbourg, 34 draws. For the last 6, 3 for Metz, nothing for Strasbourg, and 3 draws. Last round in Metz was back in January 2020. That was a 1-0 win for Metz. John Boy on the score sheet. They also played each other in Strasbourg back in December. It was a 2-2 draw as well. Metz are undefeated in the last 5 home matches in Ligue 1. They're coming into this. Just 1 defeat the past 5. That 1 defeat was against Saint-Étienne, and that was just the other day, and was on the road, whereas Strasbourg just 1 win the past 5. That 1 win was against Saint-Étienne as well, all the way back at the midway through or point at January, and of course that was at home. So 4 games without a win, though, in succession. Look at the bookies odds. 2-1 for Metz. 21-10 is your draw. 6-4 is your Strasbourg. Or Strasbourg coming to this in 16th. And win for them, they could actually go as high as 14th. Whereas Metz coming to this in 7th. And win for them, they could go 5th. That's Europa League, boys. That's Europa League. I've gone with a 2-1 win for Metz on this one to take the 3 points. And again, to keep their dreams of Europe alive. Next, of course, Rennes up against Saint-Étienne. Of course, played each other 103 times in the past. 28 wins for Rennes. 44 wins for Saint-Étienne. And 31 draws. That's right. But the last 6 sees 4 for Rennes, 1 for Saint-Étienne, and 1 draw. Last round in the league was a 2-1 win for Rennes back in December 2019. They also played each other in Saint-Étienne earlier in the season, back in September. It was a 3-0 win for Rennes. So in the league, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 wins on the spin for Rennes, of course. But Saint-Étienne did pick up a win against Rennes in the Cup, at least last season. Rennes undefeated in 9 last 10 matches in Ligue 1 coming into this, but just 1 win in the past 4 if you want to look at it a bit of a different way. That 1 was against Brest. They did lose to Lyon, of course. There's been back-to-back draws. So 3 games unbeaten for Saint-Étienne, pick up 2 wins and a draw to boot. So maybe it's not as plain sailing as you might expect. But Rennes coming at you, favourites 11-10 on for the victory, 9-4 is your draw, 10-3 is your Saint-Étienne. Saint-Étienne coming into this in 15th and a win for them. They could actually go as high as 13th. Rennes are in 5th and a win for them. They could close in on 4th, but they've got a lot of work to do that. 2-0 win for Rennes for me. Take the 3 points. Of course, next, we have the leaders up against Stade Brest. Cheeky, of course, played each other 29 times in the past. 15 wins for Lille, 7 wins for Brest, and 7 draws, of course. But the last 6, what do we have in the last 6? Show me. We have 3 wins apiece, no draws. Doesn't around. In the league was back in December 2019. Was a 1-0 win for Lille, of course. Victor Osimhen now on the books of Napoli, of course, scoring for Lille. Of course, they played each other in Brest back in November. It was a 3-2 win for Brest. Cheeky, Ronel, Pierre, Gabriel on the score sheet. Romain Perraud as well. Irvin Condona also on the score sheet for Brest. 3-0 lead on that one. Barak Yemetz get a couple of goals for Lille, but it's too little too late. Lille have actually won the last 6 matches in Ligue 1. Lille also kept a clean sheet in the last 4 as well. Brest, though, have actually failed to win the last 6 on the road. Coming into this, though, back-to-back games, though, without a defeat for Brest, winning 1, drawing 1. So at least 5 games a winning run for Lille at the moment. So they are, of course, the team to beat. A look at the bookies' odds on this one. Lille 2-1 on for the victory. 3-1 is your draw. 11-2 is your Brest. Brest coming at you in 12th and a win for them. They could go as high as 9th. Lille off top. And a draw or more should see them remain.
Oh yeah, it's all about Slade, even open up the cushion against the checking back. Love to see.
I've gone with a win on this one, Lille, with a 3-0 win, just like somebody else. I don't know. Bordeaux taking on, of course, Marseille will be the final game of this week. Of course, play each other in the past. How many times have we played each other in the past? Bordeaux 120 times, 40 wins apiece, 40 draws. It's that tight, airtight. Of course, but the last 6, he's 1 win for Bordeaux, 4 for Marseille, 1 draw last time around. In Bordeaux was a draw, 0-0 draw back in February 2020, around about this time last season. Of course, they played each other this season already in Marseille. It was a 3-1 win for Marseille. That was back in the day when everything was all nice and plain and sailing. Florian Thauvin on the score sheet, Jordan and Marvi, with Pablo getting a big fat OG. Josh Major, of course, now in the books at Fulham on the score sheet for Bordeaux. Bordeaux actually lost their last 3 matches in Ligue 1, conceding at least 2 goals in those last 3. Marseille have also conceded at least 2 goals in the last 3 as well. Coming into this, Marseille also without a win in at least 4. But yes, 3 defeats on the spin for Bordeaux. They look absolutely clueless at the moment. Look at the bookies' odds on this one: 70-10 for Bordeaux, 11-5 is your draw, 30-8 is your Marseille. Marseille coming into this in 9th at the moment, but a win for them. They could go up to 6th. Bordeaux actually in 10th, and a win for them. They could actually go above Marseille up to 7th in the table. I've gone with on this one 2-2 draw, point split right down the middle. Cannot separate the 2 sides. That's what I think will happen in this match day, of course. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the bloody end of it. Lyon will be in 2nd still. Lille will be top of the pops, 2 points clear of the nearest and dearest. Of course, PSG will be into 3rd. Monaco remain in 4th, as you were at the foot of the table, though. Nîmes and Dijon, as you were as well, pretty much. A bit of a change of points, though. Nantes also down there as well. But of course, still very, very tight in the middle of the pack there. Metz still. Oh, it's actually I think the race is on for 5th at the moment. I don't think anyone will change the top 4. It might get rejigged a little bit, but I think the top 4 are on their race of their own at the time being. But it's still anyone's guess as to where the title will go. Anyway, until then, though, be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one. Of course, whatever you want to get to in the old comment section down below, and we'll do it all again next time around. Be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, of course, and also check out those links: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. They're all down there. Make sure you check that sucker out. If you want to support the channel in another way, you can also become a Patreon. Check out the link down below. It should be coming up on screen any minute now. Patreon.com/Roverseas. But yes, thanks for stopping by. Of course, we'll do it all again next time around. But who do you think's going to go all the way out in Ligue? Oh, will it be PSG? Will it be Lille? Or will it be Lyon? I think it's one of those 3, unless something crazy goes on. But until then, though, I'll see you all next time around. Until then, be safe, mask up, and I'll see you